Alright, we get to life 15 times and we shot to violence 8 times. 115, how should we do this? Skip around. Alright, so I'm gonna guess we go there. Oh, now it's in the path. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jeez, dog. I don't think we can get some kind of stuff there.
Come and get me. Show me what you got. Let's get her in.
I have some more interesting.
Heal yourself.
Okay, let's try that this. I have to try that thing. And then
Next one's mine.
Oh, fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you?
oh, no, we're not.
Barrett's balls. Just my luck. I really...
I'd always heard Barris bells, but I like your version.
But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall. Striking.
I wash him putting back his face.
Oh, of course. Why would a priceless artifact be important? Well, I'm not surprised you don't know of the Godless. But they were here in the Living Lands long before we were. Long before anyone else, as far as I can tell. Give or take a few thousand years. They lived on every corner of the lands. You must have... The big ones?
Sometimes I
With
speed
spires that look more than a little
phallic.
phallic. A lot of their structures were I mean, as much as you can live in harmony with a land
That's nice,
actively
yeah.
trying to kill you. 30 years of research, and as far as I... Well, what's important is that the vase is within my grasp. You must be fun at parties. I can pay you in skates if you do. The vase sits atop that
nothing
tower.
nice.
And once you've got
Nothing
it, look me up. Yahtzee, wizard extraordinaire, God...
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 faces that don't require going into some ancient ruins. No one listens to me.
Let's see what's in here. Human is just more researching. Oh, no, I heard my best videos and I don't have anything to happen. Try my best to like minimize it, maybe the headset or not. Anytime my voice or my computer might down. Ooh. No, oh, this is an idea. Yeah, I don't know why, but I sometimes forget I don't have I have fall damage. Yeah.
Keep quiet. Yeah.
Yeah. Apart from the game, that's like out the range stuff. Normal is sounds like it's actually
I was just getting warmed up.
Darling, you are aware I can see you dig. Andra's
Yep.
titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the face down, but alas. Thankfully, you and your little friends.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure. If you say so, darling. But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. Thank you for your help.
Well, that's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a.
That's where I came, and this is kind of a big map. That's
A few inches to spare if she changes her mind.
I need to see if I found this one.
That it? Granted, I don't come here often, but when did it get this bad? More of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it?
So use shit. So X. This
Yeah.
I don't see what's the problem.
If you can see.
Tell me another solution.
Yeah.
You're the first godlike to come through and... I'll take what I can get. If the gods don't bless us with a harvest soon, this market will... Really? You know the gods don't exactly favor animancy.
Finance. On that.
What do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said that'd be great.
You know what I said.
Anything that's
I'm not
important.
making it up.
You're not still on about that, are you?
Not now dancing mushroom.
You showed up at a bad time.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwine said you might be heading this way. As am I, in a way. Forgive me. I'm Captain Alfir. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite... These Valians and their love of animancy. If their experiments are affecting Adirian interests, this is our business. And when the time comes, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure... We all have our part to play, until later.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
Oh, right, time to add all these.
Oh, those poor souls. Please bring me peace. Becoming part of a blight is not a fate that would wish upon me worse than
Would you care for a refreshment?
Nope, I am looking for a blacksmith.
Careful! You'll get thrown out of the bomb!
I had one job. One job. Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard? If I could help myself. I don't mean that, My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days. If you met them, you'd understand. They're so besotted, it's a wonder they report at all. Belena and Adelaro were my most promising recruits. That's a delicate way.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged...
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually. They're out there, all alone. The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out.
Two young Nemdu wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon. Give them a while.
Ado, welcome.
Blacksmith.
Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Is that Gelarde? Nay, don't tell me. I'd be tempted to go looking for some more, and that would certainly not end well. Ah, no. Unfortunately, I don't know how to work the metal into it. I did receive a shipment from Sola's Keep recently, however. A mace crafted out of stone. I suggest you make your way there if you...
Gallowayne's tusks? Come on. I bet you 5 skates a Smith and Thirdborn would know what to do with this. Well, that's one way to save your coin.
Is there anything else I can help?
That's what we got for sale. So I'll show you this thing.
Giata, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The dreams... How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The dream scourge is here, in the soil. Oh my goodness. In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private...
Yes.
Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has...
I'm sure he didn't come all this way just to As you can see, I was just proving a point to our...
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for First came the invasive species. Roots and mycelium growing over... The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife. And now...
That sounds like a you problem. That's why I'm here.
Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
We definitely agree on that.
I believe that we can restore the land. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust Animancy as his father. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. I see you're unfamiliar with Animancy. You don't appreciate just how dangerous that could be. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I? I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves. Really? Unexpected from an Adiran. But how could I refuse an offer like that? Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you.
Your request is denied, Chiata.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Chiata Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
What?
Hey, look, you can find them.
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle.
Your pupil has gone too far. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town. But to us, Chiata...
It's a bit too soon to tell.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house.
Another mouthful of food. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
Let's see what I can run shot.
As I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should Thank you for showing restraint.
You know, the food that you are probably not gonna need.
My apologies, godlike. You happened to...
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Giata, some manners.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. I can think of one.
You did challenge his authority.
I know. Curses. Without Fior Misiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop. Oh, God. We'll have fewer resources to work with, but at least now I'm free to study whatever. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. Ah, straight to business then. I can respect. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem. But today that changes. I need help from the Animancers. I hope so, because we're running out of options. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an... Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the dock. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name, and they'll tell you what they know about the dreams. We're about...
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra work.
That's pretty precious look. Wait, these are still things? So 180 left.
Next time we go shopping.
Imperial envoy, research assistant.
No, animals were such shrewd business people.
Oh, you startled me. You must be the Adiran envoy of the failing crops.
That's a lot of blame on people who...
The dead of Fjord expect certain rituals to...
Are you volunteering us to hang out in a graveyard?
Oh, if you... Our
You've got people waiting in line.
I got food for...
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
This custom goes back a long way. We never had dream thralls or so. You must take these offerings of food, and the first offering goes to a cliffside grave. The second offering, the final. That is the least of my... I can't thank you.
Oh, we're now traveling the land.
You wouldn't think... Oh, I wish I could say this thing. Living landers can be contrary, but it's still hard.
Kai hinting? Believe me, that Nim dude...
He's right. I'd rather drink. She knows who...
She has more...
Hey.
So, what kind of Korba would...
Hey, don't worry.
Right.
Anyway, this...
I'm going to now. Yay.
Listen, Kai.
This is max out the snake suit.
I need you to stop like a cat, not stomp around like a battle block.
Might...
The Adra stirs. We had not considered this. Mundane. We wilt, we gnaw with hunger now. What has come of this place? A hand of generosity. We feel them. They... What are these? A new tongue. The harvest grows. The dead rise. What do they hope? Set what has been. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make? The hound cannot recognize. Should we fear it too? Fire that burns the forest. We have learned.
What the heck are you? Okay.
As if people weren't hungry.
Why is it somehow worse when the Revenants aren't trying to kill you?
A godlike in emerald stone.
Leon.
Well, I'd offer to shake your hand. Sorry, I've been on my own for a while. As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
We can smell...
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But of course, nothing is... They get 3 meals a day and a comfortable home. What more?
I've certainly dealt with worse.
Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong.
Aww.
Giata Castel wants my profession. I have to ask. Is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town? Especially when a renowned animancer is shouting at the top of her lungs. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the dreams. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do... They can't do complicated tasks. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo. Yes, quickly and Silvo is one of my revenants. My oldest. Someone needs to put a poor fellow out to pasture. And
Well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
when a revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And thank you for understanding. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him.
So, we're killing a revenant then. She just couldn't come out and say that?
And this is why I don't take pets.
Quiet as the depths.
That should be really difficult. No idea. Should come that way.
That's one for us.
And also I did not do the fight ability that quick, so I think I should go with the
I saw you reach into Beatrice. Find anything interesting? Poor Silvo. He was a... So, but I believe the exotic plants, and there's something about the essence in the lip. And end up like Giata. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, toward what end, only you can... Well, I'm happy. You and Giata are going to shake things.
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
Oh my god, no, man. You see some crazy stuff, man.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
The great mysteries are gone.
Oh my god.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out.
Oh.
Remy, take a note. The endangered godlike shows all the classic indicators of intelligence. But not... We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider. But I had no idea...
Gossip is an important part of scholarly research. It's the only way to stay ahead of the competition.
Giata must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we
Oh,
adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giada needs to finish her research. Deal? We want to know about the godlike, of course. You're the first one.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go round the wheel, you might not get so lucky. Good answer.
My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us? So, you believe we need your help?
Oh, I thought of another.
Oh.
Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike.
So, Giada wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Do you want the good news or the bad news?
There's no cure for the Dream Scourge, much in the way that there's no cure for an avalanche.
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines are...
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to...
Oh.
That wouldn't surprise me. Both are natural occurrences, after all.
Most natural things are.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step...
Hurry, before they change their minds.
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for a bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
Oh, and still.
This is one of the Living Land's main export hubs. Or it used to be.
Really appreciate breaking up the dark places. Yeah, I saw yeah.
Here they come. Is that all you got?
Oh, you guys are
Nice work.
Keep going left and go all the way to the top of that bomb.
This must be near the spot that cartographer mentioned.
I'm gonna not go that way since it's helpful. Goodbye. You seem plenty. Well, oh, this isn't too bad.
He's so.
Take a shield, man. Push this.
Yep.
He's so.
Something's not right here.
I gotta even find that out now. It's going in the place. Okay, we're not fucking with those guys. I guess you can't fast travel, right? Everything exploded.
Is anybody there? Can anyone hear me?
Right behind you.
Keep going. I'm down here. I'm this way.
You're pretty far down, my friend.
Let's see what you got. Oh, finally a rescuer. I will. Truly, I can't tell you how Quilici warned Vidaro that the roots would swallow the soil. As usual, nobody listened. We've never had plants like these. Ah, nonsense! My notes are down here, sir.
There's one of those.
Then I was fortunate. As soon as I help with. Now hurry, for.
Let's see what I can run check.
You take lead.
Watch yourself.
Isokso!
That's all of them.
Coming in.
You're alive? I mean, you're back. Yes, my findings. As everyone knows, squirrel brains grow and shrink in accordance with the nut. So I thought, what if a squirrel's soul shrinks too? Huh? I propose that this. If it weren't for this, I can't imagine. But I've got my notes. Take the.
I thought we only
Yeah,
had
money.
people like him in paradise.
Well, we don't need shields. There's a lot we can use. We only have almost. Yeah, pretty much most of the workarounds, but I still want to stash it. Don't need that. Oh. Alright, then return now. Alright, that's handy. Oh. What's this? Some wizard stuff. Wait. Oh, that'd be fucking handy. Oh, that feels nice.
Yeah.
Can't see difference? Not really. This was more efficient, we can see a map. Oh, that's new. Oh, you're cute.
Ready for more.
Oh, there's a question here.
Yes, I explained all that. They
Oh, what time can you see the most nice stuff?
We have.
Me up.
That's.
The Zarabs have made camp in the swamp. Just go, gods.
Well, what do you want me to investigate Shawtown for?
Almost every Zarab I've ever met has tried to eat me before I could finish saying hello. If I found it, maybe I could finally see what the
No, you're not dead. I see something trouble over here, I'm just gonna yoink this. Okay, bye.
That tower's for Fjord's Rangers. It's where they stand around and argue about the best route to Shadowscar.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get up.
Listen. I agree that this is important, Masoni, but if we don't focus on
How is a potential? You
I'm gonna get me some food.
One moment, please.
You've got to be.
I'm not saying it's impossible,
Meanwhile,
Don't get too much on side quests.
What if we've survived without your...
the land wasn't.
We've suspected the killer among our ranks for several days.
There hasn't been
Yeah,
time.
that's cool.
I told.
We've had to
Okay,
beat
now.
every... Several of... But
My gut.
I used to
two of our...
Well, not.
I've heard of...
You really
The only.
As if that... I...
Tell.
Alright, two of...
That's a...
would they read?
Both are... Casagrava has the makings of a good ranger, but he's green.
And quick to anger.
I've seen the
Her...
Right.
Then his partner, the veteran Verano, doesn't return with Casagrada from their last foray, and Casagrada has fuck all to say about it?
Dorso is a vet... Mona?
Nursing a grudge is one thing. Turning on your squad mates is another.
You don't turn on your partner without...
Dorso's also one of... I've moved Speak with them. And
It's better. You're not.
watch yourself and God's...
I can't think of much worse than turning on your squad.
Agreed.
I'm going. Yeah, you're just find it behind this way. Why not? That makes that. And then I saw that hatch down there. I'm gonna go explore that one and make our way back down.
Looks like that broke
Yay.
Wonder where it goes.
We need some stone. What? Hold the fuck on, it was... Huh? How the fuck? How the fuck am I in third person now? Okay, well, I did not know this game was third person at all. So, yeah, that's a real kick. Oh! Fuck, that's trippy as shit, dog. You just go down the right joystick and hold it. Okay, see, now this... So this will be very helpful to get Prince and Peak. At the same time, I'm just used to this now. So, okay. I did not know there was third person. Oh, hello, cat. How are you doing? Why did I do that? Right, no shooting him at left. She perfectly fine.
Right behind you.
Yes, very fine. Third person now.
This place has seen better days.
Oh, that's British.
Not bad, Marius. You know, I get the symbolism of giving perfectly good food to the dead.
There we go.
I just think it's dumb.
That's what they do for Day of the Dead, I believe. Mexican culture. One of the main reasons in Coco and the Book of Life I've watched some of Disney movies.
Oh, envoy! If I have to listen to this twig of a recruit. I am indeed. It's great to meet you. Ranger Iziana Dorso at your service. Asierno really stooped to asking for help. Frankly, I think she's overreacting. Well, Monato might be our best tracker, but he doesn't put a lot of stock in patrol rotation, rest days, or... Monato's always been acting strangely. Most paranoid man I've ever known. Thinks everyone's out to get him. Me, you, your steel garrote. Gods only know why. But one thing's for sure. You won't find him if he doesn't want to be found. Verano and I are stationed on opposite ends of the valley. I hardly ever see the man except in... Casagrada is his partner, supposedly. The last thing I heard was that Monato was going to scout out the ogre camp. Right. The living lands are a danger.
Hopefully when we find Monato, we can find some answers.
Oh, right.
And all godlike, in case it...
Flame bounty, flame bounty.
Perfetto.
Coolio. I'm gonna hope I saw that instead of put that back in the bob. Anywho, we're gonna go show shit now.
Spirits are truly wonderful.
Well, apologies for... Sounds like you've tried. Except that they are the only... You see this pub? No one here is an animancer. We are fjord. We've all heard the root. And there is not much I could do if you... Although I admit, we've had crops fail, the governors. So, we ought to drink while we can.
What? This is... oh, that's right.
Welcome back, envoy.
Found the machine.
Oh?
No.
I
sorry.
heard there was a new arrival, but I... Giada. What a loss. I owe that. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and over. Ha!
A novel. What I need is a Perhaps if you can help me find an appropriate battery of essence. I could use a large single block of Artra, but... Oh, wait. One of our An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of the grove. You may be... So, you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delmgon queens can be reasoned with. Do be careful. Emerald Stair is...
Well, let's go. That Adragon's heart isn't gonna yank itself out.
Who else I question? Anything here? Nope. It's a camp. What's this? No. I'm curious about upgrading, to be honest. Minecraft. Okay. Go to camp. Yeah, bye. You don't have a question for me, so good luck.
You're that envoy, aren't you? It's the face. What can the Fjord Ranger's rising star do for you? I don't know anything. This is all just a misunderstanding. Wait. You think I'm the killer, don't you? Listen to me. I didn't do anything wrong. Verano going missing... Verano should be back at headquarters any minute. He seemed to have things under control when we got separated. We were scouting out the abandoned homestead near Nakotedek when I drew 2 of them away from the fight, and Verano and I got separated. When I doubled back around to check on him, I didn't see anyone. I assumed that... I didn't know what to think. He wasn't there, so I returned to base.
And you stayed here while he was still missing?
I've told you everything I know. No one else seems to believe me, so believe... Look for a bridge southwest. There could...
Hopefully it's not too late for his partner.
Oh, he's dead.
For both their sakes.
Gonna travel straight this way. I don't necessarily found that one guy. But I have a good memory. I still feel fucking stupid that I didn't know you could go into third person. Fucking wild. This is done. Alright, what we're gonna go now, Dave? See.